This is the actual thing. We're doing it now. This is the tabletop adventure. So we got Deku, we got Elitefish, and we got what's your name? What are we gonna call you?
I don't know. What do you have my name at?
Well,
I mean,
I set your name to Rathew Fondlemore.
it's Henry. That's his character name.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like the actual
My
screen name.
Discord name is Kirby's Wasteland.
Okay. So, take it away, Fish. You're the DM. He's the DM, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right.
Mr. Fish.
So just let me just set the world for the viewers right now. So basically, uh, we're in Johto, and 5 years prior to us like meeting together in Johto, Red beat Team Rocket and beat Giovanni, and Giovanni disbanded. In the original timeline, Team Rocket forms together 10 years later in Johto. The timeline we're in now, they form back together 5 years later. So the main character for Soul Silver and Gold and Heart Gold and Crystal isn't there to stop them. And that's kind of where the party steps in.
All right. So that's the plot, I guess.
Sorry, I cut out there for a second.
So, where do we begin?
So in this timeline, the starting town for Silver, I forget its name. Its name escapes me. Give me a moment. New Bark Town. Okay. In this timeline, instead of the little river to the right of New Bark Town, it has this little dock because there's this river cut out to the ocean for people who are coming through Kanto and going to Johto. So there's this little dock, and you two were on a little rowboat ferry ride to get to Johto from Kanto. You're both coming from Kanto. Of course, Deku, you're coming from Unova, and you took a plane over to Kanto, searching for the thugs who mugged you.
I'm just looking for thugs in general, really.
Yeah, and you couldn't really find any. For some odd reason, there's no thugs in the land of Kanto. It's kind of weird. So you went to...
They're under constant martial law, so like any resistance is immediately shot down.
I wish that's how it worked. America. And so you go to Johto. Andy, you were you were born in Kanto. You went to Johto, seeking a little bit of adventure earlier on, when you were like 10-ish, and that would place this about 6 years ago, so just right before Red. And it didn't go too
well. You cut
well.
out for me again.
It's because your internet's garbo.
Just like me.
Dude, please stop. And so, like you said before, when we were talking about your backstory, you came you're coming back to Johto, like, to redeem yourself, kind of. So we start off, you two get off of this little rowboat ferry ride, and you step onto a dock. Cool wind blows through the air, and you can see ahead of you a small town with like maybe... Strangely, there's these windmills. There's windmills everywhere. By every single house, there's windmills.
So like, are they all green powered, or they all milling stuff? Click at grains.
Roll me. Do you have the skill engineering?
I don't think. No, I don't.
Okay, roll me as an intelligence check. So your special attack modifier.
All right. That is a nat 17.
Nat 17.
I have a nat 7.
Nat 7. Okay. So you can just tell that, they're they're just random windmills, Kirby.
I have
But
14 in special attack.
yeah, but that's only a modifier of 2.
Oh, really? Damn.
And Deku, you can tell, yeah, it appears that, since this place always has this weird wind going, that they use these for, green power. So, I mean, take it away. Adventure's yours.
So I have a question. What's the damage for lick?
What?
Oh, it's 1d6 plus 3. You can just, if you have any other questions like that, dude, just go through the player handbook.
Oh, okay. So, I woke up. Do we have any Pokemon to start with?
Yeah, you guys have your starters. Kirby, you got your Ghastly. Deku, you got your Finnegan.
All right. Of course, he's out and about, doing whatever it is they do.
Yeah, I'll let you guys, your companions can, follow you around.
All
Like,
right.
So, I let my Ghastly out, and while I'm walking around, I'm just singing Ghost Nappa.
Damn it.
Ghost Nappa.
Yeah,
I'm
the song
unfamiliar with this.
from,
Yeah,
yes.
my Ghastly's name is Nappa.
Take it away, Rathew. Fondlemore.
Yeah, sing us Ghost Nappa.
Just think of Ghostbusters, but instead of Ghostbusters, it's
No,
Ghost Nappa.
sing it
Sing
for
it.
us, homie. Sing it.
Nah, I don't want to.
Boy, then your character ain't singing that shit.
I said I'm humming, not singing.
Then it would be Ghostbusters. It doesn't count.
Yeah. You're just humming Ghostbusters.
You're just humming Ghostbusters, dude.
Exactly, but it sounds like Ghost Nappa.
How would it
So,
sound like Ghost
to me, it's the
Nappa
same
if
thing.
we don't know what that sounds like?
Well, it's called looking it up on YouTube or Google.
So, as you two, are you guys actually, are your characters doing this? I just have
No.
to ask.
It would be great.
Oh,
It's like
my
we're just
character
sitting
is-
around. How would we know that it's Ghost Nappa, not just Ghostbusters?
So, Deku, you're looking around the town. You look to the guy that was in the ferry boat with you. You didn't really kind of look him up and down before. You were just like, all right, I'm just gonna ride the ferry boat and not worry about anything else. He's younger than you. Not as big as you. And he's got this big poofy blue hair. He never loses a game of find the pro tag.
I am the Furby.
That's gay.
And
Kirby, you look to the guy that was in the boat with you. He's big and muscular and only wears a vest, but the middle is open, so his pecs and abs protrude out of
Nasty.
it, and his it doesn't even look like he could have got the vest on because his muscles are so big. So
I never take it off. I can't put it back on if I do.
Yeah, you assume that he just put it on once and then he got real swole and then he could never take it off. Also, he's got this weird stick hanging from his a belt loop.
Can I find out to know what that stick is?
And just walk up to him and start having a conversation.
So I walk up and poke it and say, "What's this?"
It's irrelevant. That's what that is.
No, it's not. It is completely irrelevant.
How so?
Because you could beat me over the head with it.
They could beat you over the head with plenty of things. What's your point?
You have that to immediate access.
Yeah. Maybe there's a reason for it.
Wait, can I have a weapon?
We've been over this,
I-
dude.
Why would I give you a weapon? You're literally a stranger to me, kid.
I want to fucking just grab a stick.
So you reach down for a stick, but then you hear a scream.
It's a far-fetched.
It's
Damn it, Nappa, shut up.
no, it sounds like it's a human scream. It's a woman, and it's coming from the furthest house. It's also the house it came from. You heard is also the biggest one.
I look up to the man that I'm standing in front of and say, "Stop screaming."
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that, and let's go get some action. Cause it's like I think somebody's getting mugged over there.
Hey, just like me.
Are you
wait.
going with him, Andy?
Are you getting mugged right now?
I don't know who this Andy is.
I'm
Kirby.
moving out,
bad.
man. I'm going to the
right.
the
I
ruckus.
So
follow
you-
this random muscular man.
Very muscular man, like Lieutenant Surge muscular.
Just following,
Alright.
like 5 feet behind him.
All right, so you guys run up to this big house. There's nobody outside the house, but as you walk up to it, you can see to the right of the house, there's a stairway that looks like it leads to an upstairs, and there's a front door. So just a basic house.
So wait.
I
It
tell
goes
Ghastly to
upstairs
go
from
through the
outside the
door.
house.
Huh? Yes, the upstairs.
So
the
if you want
way
to go to the second
upstairs
story,
is-
you got to leave the house, go to the side of the building,
Yes.
walk up the stairs. That's not a very efficient design.
So
Dude.
I tell the muscular man to go in the bottom and I'll go up top.
All right, I guess you're calling the shots. Oh, that voice crack was horrible.
And on my way there, I grab something pointy.
Alright, grab-
You find. Give me a perception. Roll perception.
I nat one.
Yeah, you don't grab anything. In fact, as you're walking by, you actually grab the mailbox, and like you forget to let go. So you kind of fall and pick yourself back up, and then run back for the front door.
Can I strength roll to uproot this mailbox?
No, it's too heavy, and you don't have the strength skill.
It's
From what I
like
remember.
it's those
Can I
things usually have like
break it?
concrete on the bottom of them so they stay upright.
No, it's like a. It's not your average mailbox.
Okay,
I'll
so
just,
it's more like a
Okay.
post box where it's like an actual. This is what the.
yeah, it's solid. It's like steel.
All right,
yeah.
so are we at the friggin' mail?
So- I go upstairs and go to the door.
No, I thought you were going downstairs.
well, I'm
No,
going
I told him
downstairs.
to go. Yeah, I said I'm going
Okay,
up.
okay.
He's going down.
Okay, you're going upstairs.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna be
we'll-
polite.
we'll
I'm
go
gonna
over-
knock on the door. But go ahead. What were you saying?
I knock on the door
Okay.
upstairs.
So you guys knock on the door. Nothing happens. You hear a second scream, but this one sounds more low pitched and like manly. And then you hear a loud, like thud.
I assume it's my friend, the very muscular man.
Yes, I'm just knocking
then
on the
you just
door,
punch
just
something.
screaming like big smoke. Okay,
All right, so we're gonna do upstairs first. Just for reference, this is gonna be happening like at the same time, but I just want to do the upstairs first.
mhm.
So, you knocked on Kirby. You knocked on the door.
Yeah.
No answer. Then you get the scream and then the thud.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's a door, it has a window. It's a knob. The window has a curtain pulled over it.
Oh
you
well,
can't
that's
see
just
inside.
embarrassing.
I tell Ghastly to go inside and push the curtains aside.
Can it do that? Being
Yeah,
made of gas.
It has the capability phasing, and invisible. So yes, it can.
Cool.
So you tell your Ghastly to do that. Ghastly phases through the door, and it just grabs the curtain in its mouth and pulls it up. And you look
What do I see?
you look inside. It looks more like a living room area. You don't really see anybody in there. TV, and then like kitchen. But like if you want, you can tell that some stuff looks a little out of place.
I tell Ghastly to try to get the door open for me if it's locked.
Ghastly
try-
looks at you bewildered and realizes that it doesn't have hands.
I try the doorknob.
It's not locked. In
I-
fact, it looks like it was locked, but where how you have a deadbolt?
Mm-hmm.
The wood behind a deadbolt is not there. It looks like it was broken out.
Oof. Alright, so
you take a
I
few.
walk in.
Yeah.
I go to the kitchen and grab a knife.
So as you're walking to the kitchen, you're scanning around. Make me a investigate roll. So I'm trying to remember. Investigate.
Nat 19.
Nat 19? Okay, no, don't worry about it. So you're looking around, and you see there's like some table. There's like a coffee table knocked over in the living area, and there's a vase on the floor. And as you're walking through the kitchen, you can look down the hallway, and you see blood.
Oh shit.
So do I have this knife?
Yeah, you grab a kitchen knife.
Like how big of a knife?
Like
It's a freaking paring knife about
roll-
2
roll-
inches.
Just roll for me, nat roll, and I'll decide.
5.
You grab just a regular steak knife.
Hey.
It's not like the steak knives you go to a restaurant at. It's like the steak knife you got at your house. It's nice and pointy and sharp.
Alright, so I head down there. I look
Okay.
at Ghastly, and then
So you're-
I'm genuinely curious what he would get if he got a nat 20.
I would have gave him like a cleaver, like a meat cleaver.
Just
I
this
just
big
pull out a
ass knife, like a
lightsaber.
friggin' just straight up gets a claymore.
Oh my god.
No, I just pull out a lightsaber.
You get the God
Whoa.
Emperor's sword right off
Obviously.
the bat.
So, what were you gonna tell Ghastly?
Look down there, and when you come back, shake your head up and down if there's anyone living.
The whole
you
thing
should-
is ahead,
Dude, you can.
Yes, I know.
It's your companion. You can understand Ghastly. Like if he says
Okay.
Ghastly, 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 you can understand it.
Yeah, I tell him
Because
to go
he's your
find out
companion.
if there's anyone alive.
Okay, so Ghastly, he turns invisible, does some looking around. Roll perception for Ghastly.
Alright, he got a nat 10.
Okay.
What would I add that by?
Ghastly doesn't have any bonuses to perception.
Alright.
So, he's like floating around. You ask him to look for anybody alive, and he comes back. He floats back to you, and he's just like, "Yeah, there's some alive people."
Are they armed?
No. He says,
Or do they look like they're going to hurt me if I come by?
he's like, I don't know.
Alright, let's go. And I walk.
Right, so-
I walk towards the door with the blood.
Okay, so you're walking down the hallway with the blood, and you glance into one of the side rooms, the bathrooms, and you see a woman laying in the floor.
I go up to her and feel her pulse.
You walk up to her, and as you're walking, you know that sound it makes when you step into a puddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear that sound.
I spin around real fast, brandishing my knife.
There's nothing behind you.
I tell Ghastly to keep a lookout for
I bet
me,
it was just you stepping in
and then
blood,
go
you
back to the
dingus.
woman.
Yeah. And you turn back to the woman. She's still there, and you take another step, and you
Periods
hear
are
the
bitch,
puddle,
aren't they?
and you hear the puddle noise again.
I look down.
There's a pool of. She's laying in a pool of blood.
Yeah, I don't think she's alive, dude. That's a lot of blood, I think.
Yeah, I just feel her pulse anyway.
You stick your finger on her neck. It's a very light pulse.
How would you know this if you don't, like, do you have, like, medical training,
Alright.
or?
No, like like if somebody has a good pulse, it goes bum bum
Yeah,
bum
yeah.
bum bum bum. Yeah, a light pulse would be like bum bum.
Alright, I got you.
Like it would be slower and not as powerful.
Uh-huh.
So
Um,
I tell Ghastly to help me get her out of here.
You tell Ghastly to get her out of here. Ghastly looks at you and says, "I don't have hands."
Just go under her and float.
Isn't it floating
Try not to
anyways?
go
I mean,
through.
Andy, I don't know how to break it to you, but Ghastly has issues messing with physical objects.
being a
No,
ghost,
never
no?
mind. I'll just allow it. There's no reason not to. So you pick her up, and you can see that she has like what looks like a stab wound, in her, kind of like
That is one strong-ass
abdomen
ball of
area.
gas.
It looks more like it's in her like bottom left of her torso, like towards the diaphragm. So nothing major. It's just like a gut stab. Um, and as you get Ghastly up under her, and as you're walking out of the bathroom, you hear a creak further down the hallway. That wasn't you.
Is it the way towards the door?
No, it's that's like further down the house.
Then I keep going towards the door.
All right, so you keep going towards the door, and you hear Ghastly say, "Hey, you remember how I told you to watch behind you?"
I thought I told you to do that, Ghastly.
Uh,
Fucking Nappa.
no. Ghastly's like, "Hey, you remember how I told you to watch behind you?" Do you turn around?
Yes, I turn around.
You turn around, and there's a Team Rocket guy. He doesn't have a knife in his hand. He has like a Pokeball in his hand, and there's a coffin floating behind him. He's like, "Look at what we got here." All right,
Not
and then
right now,
we're
kid.
gonna pause right there.
Wait, how did he stab him with a ball of sentient, like...
Don't worry about that. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
And so, Curtis, I mean, bleh, Deku! We're gonna cut to you,
Alrighty.
and so like we're gonna go back. You hear the man screaming, and then you hear the thud.
Alright. I'm going to... since the door seems to be... now nobody seems to be coming to the door, I'm going to open it and enter.
You grab the doorknob. The it's locked.
Alrighty.
There is a window in the door,
Mhm.
but there's no and there's no curtain there, so you can see inside.
Alright, I'm going to take a peek through the window.
Roll me perception.
15 plus... I don't have any other modifiers. That would just...
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's adequate. So you look inside, you see some bookshelves. There's like about 4 bookshelves lining the place.
Mhm.
There's these little containers. It looks kind of like a doctor's office almost.
Alright.
You glance around the room. You see on the right, you see there's what looks like a guy in a lab coat
Mm-hmm.
crouched in the corner, and on the left you can see there's a big wide window that looks to be broken.
Alright. Poindexter! What's going on?
What?
The science dude, what... You!
He can't hear you.
Is the window open or is it just
The window looks to be like broken, like somebody threw a rock or something through it.
Okay, can I open it from where it is, or is it like...
It's like so you would have to walk around the house to get to the window.
Oh, that window, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, the window on the door? No, that's like it's not like glass, it's like real, you know the glass on like buses, like that
Yeah,
really hard plastic? It's
yeah,
like that.
all right. Um, could you, hmm, could you, could I well, like, since the door's locked, um, is the guy, does he look like he's out cold, or is he just kind of...
No, you can tell he's conscious.
All right, I'm gonna
He's
knock on the
just
door.
scared.
Knock on the
He
door
you
again.
knock on the door, he can't hear you. He can't really hear you. He looks like he's like shaking from fear.
Okay, so look, I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna go in here. Is there anything in there that looks like it's of any importance, or is it just the spooked dude?
Um if you look way back, since you rolled a 15, if you look in the way back, you can see like this weird looking machine. You don't really know what it is, and what looks to be like a lab kind of area.
I would assume it's a lab, considering this dude's wearing a lab coat.
Yeah.
All right, so, trying to think of what I can do, because I don't really want to break the door open, and I'm not going to the window. It looks like
Just
this
fucking
guy's...
kick it in.
Yeah, I guess I
Go through the
could, but
wall.
I'm not doing property damage, dude.
Go through the wall.
What?
Just you don't want to go through the window or the door, so go through the wall.
How big is the
Andy,
size of the
shut up.
hole in the window? Is it like the whole window's gone, or...
Like the whole window's gone, and it's a big window.
All right, I'm
It's
running to
like,
that window then.
all right. So you run around the corner of the house. You walk over to the window. Roll me perception real quick.
Rolling perception again. That is nat 5.
Okay. So as you're walking over there, you don't really you can see that the window, it's broken and all. But as you're like, you kind of look around before you jump through. You don't really see a whole lot different, but you can tell something is a little bit off.
All right.
So, are you gonna jump through the window?
Yeah, I'm gonna climb through it. I'm gonna take Patton over here, my Fennekin, and I'm gonna drop him in through first. All right, you're gonna be recon.
Oh, he's like, he like gives you a little fox bark or whatever they
Just
make.
They
Picks
make
up
all
the
sorts of
Fennekin
weird
and
noises, dude. I mean, like,
throws it into there.
All right, and so you put your hand on the top of the window, and you put your other hand on the bottom,
Mhm.
and you shoot your legs through first, and you end up just vaulting in.
yeah.
And when you jump in, you make it like a a loud boom,
Mhm.
and the scientist, he like quivers when he sees you, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh God, please help us!
All right, what seems to be the problem?
It's Team Rocket. They're here. I don't understand.
Are they like,
They're very evil people."
okay, so just more scumbags. So let's go and, where
Yeah.
are they? Point me in the direction.
It's
He's
only
like-
just more
he's like-
scumbags.
He's like, down the lab, down towards the lab, that way.
Here we go.
And so you run down to the lab, but you
Running
hear
down that lab. I got my
so-
like
so
Fennekin
as
right
you
behind me.
so you flip out your trench shovel, and you're running down towards the lab, and you hear a really weird creak, and you slow down and stop. Andy, make me an acrobatics check.
What?
Make me an acrobatics check.
I got a nat 17.
Okay, so the creak was a little bit important. Kirby falls through the ceiling.
How
So
in
the
the
floor
hell?
so the floor under you, Kirby, with the rocket guy, break, and you guys fall through the ceiling. You land on your feet. The rocket guy lands on his butt, and he's like, "Ow, ow!" And so
Gaslit.
the
Nappa.
other rocket guy from in the lab hears this, and he kind of pokes his head out, and he's like, "What the hell is going on in here?" And
And
he
like
sees this big burly dude with a shovel, and this kid with a half dead lady and a ghost. And he's just like, "Well, I wasn't waking up expected to see this morning."
This isn't Friday night.
Same.
it's like a
Um,
it's
Yeah.
it's a Saturday. It's
So
just a Sunday morning for me, man.
yeah. So since you guys,
Just had to count the days there, Deku.
so this is like an introduction to combat, kind of.
This sounds like a
Since you
shit
guys,
post, to be honest. Like, you know, you got
since you
just,
guys have your like a green text.
yeah, like almost like a freaking what is it? Like a cursed image.
Yes.
Yeah.
So since you guys, they fell through the ceiling and you guys have your Pokemon out, I'll let you guys go ahead and start combat. The You're in between two bookshelves, so it's like four bookshelves almost, and you're in between the four. And the rocket guy in the lab is on the other side of the bookshelves down the hallway, and the other one is kind of on the right.
Am I right in front of it?
You are right next to Deku.
But is the rocket guy who fell through like right in
He's
front of me?
he's on your no, he's not right in front of you. He's on your right. He fell in between the two bookshelves on the right.
Okay, so can I rush at him with the knife and tell
The knife
Nappa
fell out of
to-
your
to-
the knife fell
Oh.
out of your hand in the
But
fall.
Neural, I guess I don't have decks in this. I really don't think it matters.
Then I pick up the knife and then rush at the guy and tell
You can't
Nappa.
find it.
Wouldn't that be perception?
Okay, then.
Or is it just not there at
Yeah.
all?
I
No,
tell,
it's just not there.
Oh, okay.
Nappa to use hypnosis on
You have
the.
hypnosis?
You say coughing?
Yeah, he had a coughing. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
hypnosis and lick.
Dude, I just have scratch.
I know, because Finnegan
I
is
told you-
shite level 1.
Yeah.
I tell him to use hypnosis on the coughing and the man.
Okay, so you can only choose one target.
The coughing it is.
Okay, so alright. Let me pull up my DM handbook real quick.
Can I just run up and like give this Team Rocket guy a swift kick to the nuts?
Well, real mature.
I'll see about that.
Hey Deku, I'm a 16-year-old.
Alright, Rathew Fondlemore.
Do I just have two names? Kirby is one and then Rathew is the other?
Yes.
Well, I'm just calling you Kirby. Or attempting to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for that. So this is how the rolls in this attack rolls are weird. You have to add and subtract some very weird values. So base, what is the AC on hypnosis? 6, right?
Yeah, 6. Oh, by the way, I got a net 19.
Okay. Alright. So you got a nat 19 on that?
Yeah.
So let me just go for a lowdown. Coughing has a +1 to special defense evasion. And hypnosis check is 6. So you would have to roll higher than a 7.
Which I
You see
believe
how
he
it's
has.
kind of weird? Yeah, you did. So I'm just going over the lowdown of how it works. So you're basically always going to hit. So you put the coughing to sleep. It floats down to the ground and just starts snoring. You know, it's like cool.
So I always hit, unlike in the actual game.
I mean, as far as hypnosis goes, yeah.
Alright, so what happens now? I tell
Uh,
Nappa to go up and do lick on the coffin.
all right. Well, hang on. You just did your Pokemon. You just made your so you didn't choose to do any move actions. So you just gave it to your Pokemon. Your Pokemon has a move, attack action, and a move action.
Okay, then I tell it to go up to the coffin.
Okay. And then we will pass the turn over
Wait,
to Deku.
can't the trainer move?
Yes, that's why I said you didn't choose to do a move action.
Well, I want to go up and give the Team Rocket guy a swift kick.
Okay. Fine. So hypnosis first, then you tell him, "Hey, go over there," and then you walk up to the rocket guy who's laying on the ground.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
Just kicking him really hard between the legs.
Okay, roll.
17.
Yeah, you hit him, and he's just, man, you're mean. Like, wow. He's like,
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
yeah,
This is like
Roll
full
me-
wind-up soccer kick.
What's your arms? And now roll your arms to use your damage.
Where would I find that?
It's on your character sheet.
Where on my character sheet?
Dude, it's literally called arms user damage. It's your character's the physical damage your character does.
Oh, 1d10 plus 4.
Roll that.
So I rolled a 6, so that means 10 damage.
Yeah, it does 10 damage to him. So yeah, I'll just make it where since you kicked him in the no-nos, he's not gonna be able to get up next turn.
I feel kind of bad for that guy. I mean, I
I
shouldn't
would
because
too,
he's a
But you're about to
scumbag
hit somebody
criminal.
with a shovel.
Yeah, but I mean,
Deku.
like, I'm not hitting him in the nads.
You're
Alright.
almost
Yet.
not even better than me.
Alright, so, Deku, it's your turn.
Okay. I feel pity for this other dude. I'm not gonna go after him. His day went from bad to worse
Yes.
because he fell through a ceiling made of cardboard. I'm gonna go after the other guy. How far away is he?
Alrighty. He's like, you could just like take a step and you'll just be right next to him. And you can just be like, I am going to fist you now.
Wait, can I just stomp the coughing into non-existence when it's my turn?
Okay, wow.
Like I said before, I don't allow you to kill Pokemon in
Rat trap, rat trap,
Campaign.
rat trap.
No! No rat traps! For Christ's sake! I showed him that video.
For all the viewers, look up D&D Pokemon stories and Rat Trap, and you'll know what we're talking
Fucking-
about.
Or you can just come on the Discord where I posted it in the gen.
True.
God damn.
Sorry, I
that
just got a
fucking-
thing. So what's going on?
Just so we're talking about the rat trap reference.
Oh,
just
alright.
put a link
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
put a
the
link.
rat
I'm gonna
trap
put a
video
little link in the
description.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn it.
So, Patton, you and I are you're going to flank the enemy, and I'm going to go head on.
So like when he sees that, he just takes an immediate action to pull out a Pokeball, and out from the Pokeball pops an Ekans.
Okay,
shit.
on second thought, I guess we gang
I'ma
up
go
on
grab
the snake.
God damn it, Curtis. You even have a shovel. This is bad.
Bad for him.
In half.
Alright.
Alright,
so you move first because you're the trainer.
Okay, I'm going to slowly approach the child. The snake.
Wait. The
I'm-
snake?
yeah.
Okay.
and I'm going to bash its head in with my trench shovel.
Oh my fucking god. So, roll to attack.
Rolling to attack. It's a 12 plus my attack.
Yeah, so it's 2, that's 14.
That
So
is.
yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah.
So you smack the snake with your trench shovel and it just kind of flops around for a second. Roll damage.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 12 plus 6. That is 10 damage.
Okay. It takes 10 damage. Ouch. You can tell that shovel did not feel very good.
And now Patton is going to attack it,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
All right, he's
So-
going to use Scratch because that's
Wait,
all he's got.
Did you name your Finnegan Batman?
Patton.
Patton.
Oh.
P-A-T-O-N.
I
P-A-T-T-O-N.
heard Batman.
P-A-T-T-O-N.
Yeah, if it were P-A-T-O-N, it would be like Payton, I think.
Peyton, yeah.
Peyton, yeah.
So
Like Peyton
it
Tate.
walks up. Roll
All right, let's
to
just...
attack.
Nat 18.
Hit. Roll damage.
Roll that. That's 1d12 plus 6. We do the exact same damage. That's a 7.
Okay, so it falls unconscious after that.
You're next.
Finnegan gains. Give me a second. Okay, let's see here. Finnegan gains 15 EXP.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Is it back to me now?
No, now it's the Team Rocket dudes' turns. And Curtis, the guy who you just knocked out his snake, he's not too happy about that. So he's just like, "You done, imbecile," and he pulls out
A revolver?
like a nightstick. He pulls out a nightstick.
He just pulls out a
Christ.
gun.
He pulls out a nightstick and he walks at you and he goes to swing at you.
All right.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Roll that d20.
Nat 8.
And what's my what do I do for
Dude,
this?
don't worry about it. I determine.
Oh.
I determine. Miss. So he just misses wholly. And
He hits me. It just bounces off my enormous pecs.
I mean, would you
Attack him
rather
off.
that or would you rather dodge it?
Well, I'd rather get hit and it do no damage because that adds a little intimidation.
So the nightstick it hits and it just bounces off your muscles and he's just like, "Oh, I think I made a mistake." Roll intimidation.
I think you
It's-
have.
It's plus your attack modifier. It's browbeat.
Nat 20.
Okay, so this dude's actually he's just like, "Oh, please don't hurt me." He drops his nightstick and curls up into a ball.
Be like
Okay.
me, Curtis. Channel your inner 16-year-old.
All right, and the guy who got kicked in the nuts, he glances over at his coughing and he's like, "Well, damn, I'm screwed." And so he gets up. He's like leaning up, and he
I thought you said
sees.
he wouldn't be able to get up.
No, like just listen. He's leaning up, and he sees the knights he sees Deku get hit by the nightstick, and it just bounce off. And he's just like, "No, I'm gonna sit back down."
No, while he's standing and looks over at Deku, can I just run up and just like rabbit punch him in the nuts?
No, his coughing is gonna try and wake up. It was not successful.
He's having a good dream over there, you know? A dream
Yep.
where some guy didn't just get, just get absolutely
So-
shook, and another dude just got his
So
family
it's going-
jewels imploded.
It's going back to Andy now.
Alright, I tell Nappa to go lick the coughing, and I'm just going to repeatedly kick this man.
You don't need to kick him anymore. Just kick the coughing.
Alright, fine, I'll stomp the coughing.
Okay.
This is
So
just abusive.
you move first. So go ahead and Roll a d20 to see if you hit the coughing. That is a sleep.
Nat 14.
Hit. Roll damage.
Would that be the
You know your
arms
damage, dude.
user?
Yes, arms user.
In this case, it's legs user.
That does
up.
6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage to the coughing and passes to Ghastly.
Ghastly is going to.
Would Ghastly roll on attack?
Nat 17.
Okay, hit. And then damage.
7 damage.
Okay, so
Oh,
while it's
it's
asleep.
15 to 20 for paralysis as well.
Okay, so
But he's asleep,
it can't be paralyzed because it's asleep. And as it's asleep, you see it just kind of like it becomes incapacitated and unable to wake up. So you
You
basically
just
Yeah.
threw it into a coma.
All right. No, it'll wake up eventually.
like
Let
a coma.
me tell me how much EXP you got. All right. Dang it, it's not that. Okay, you get 15 EXP.
Like I do, or the cop?
The Ghastly.
Nappa?
Ghastly does.
Alright.
Ghastly gets 15 EXP.
Alright.
Oh my lord, excuse me.
And then can I
So,
walk over to the man who's intimidated
Mm-hmm.
and bring my Ghastly with me?
And you're gonna leave the guy who got his nuts kicked?
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna just stand over him, make sure he doesn't move if he does kick him.
Gotcha. So what do you? So out from the lab?
Wait, does that
Pops
mean I
is-
have an intimidation on him?
No,
No? Okay.
I saw what you were doing there, Andy. No.
I got this dude thoroughly shook.
Every time he moves, just kick him. Every time he takes a breath, kick him.
Every breath he takes, kick him. Every moves he makes, kick him. You'll be watching him. Shit.
Why?
Was that the police that sung that?
No.
Who sung that?
Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you.
Who did that?
I have no clue.
I'll
I'm
look that up real
retarded.
quick.
In my head, I started thinking of the Friends theme song. I'll be
Why?
there for you
It was the police!
with a kick in
Shit.
the
I
chest.
freaking knew it, dude.
Every
I knew it was the
breath you
police.
take,
Nah.
a
Yeah,
kick in the
I
face.
just looked it up, dude. It is the police.
All right.
I listen to the police religiously, dude. I know this.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes, I am. Thank you
Am
very
I
much.
Okay,
just gonna turn
where were
into
we?
a street thug?
So you're over the downs, dude. I feel kind of
Yeah.
bad for him because he just got I didn't even hit him
So-
and he's down.
Out from the lab, you see this dude pop out. He's in a lab coat. He's got sunglasses on. He's got a weird kind of hair going on. So his hair's mostly flat.
cut.
Like, no, his hair's mostly like flat and laid down. Except for in the front, he's got this one little curl that comes down, and it's kind of weird.
Is it Superman?
No, it's not Superman.
No, it's
but
not. Obviously, it's not Superman. It's Clark Kent. Gosh, can't you see the glasses?
Actually, he pops out and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. My name's Professor Elm."
Okay.
He just sees me repeatedly kick this man on the ground. Is like, oh, thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
They were
Well, let me reward
They,
you for that.
they were trying to steal some very valuable information. Andy,
knowledge
by
is
the way,
power.
when you
It's Kirby.
when you went to go kick the dude, you dropped the woman. So
Yeah,
she's on
no.
the ground
Well,
bleeding.
we're getting blood everywhere, and it ain't them. So
And he looks past you. He's like, "Oh, what's that on the ground right there?
Yeah, I found her upstairs. She was
That's
kind of
my
bleeding.
wife."
yeah, dude, your
Oh,
wife
well, you
got
might want to help her.
stabbed.
She got stabbed. Okay, so he just grabs her, and carries her into the lab area, puts her on a
What if she
table.
landed on my steak knife?
She didn't. Puts her on a table, and
Sprays potion on her.
like no, this
Super
does some
potion?
doctor on her. As you guys are
Hyper
watching
potion?
this, shut up. As you guys
Full
are
heal?
watching this, for fuck's sake, I said shut up.
Okay.
So as you guys are watching this, you totally forget about the guy who's not intimidated. The guy who
That
had his nuts kicked.
caved in.
Yeah. And you like as you're thinking about this in your head as it's happening. And so you're like, wait. If the lady got stabbed and the rocket guy that I fought didn't have a knife on him, that means two things. There's
Who did it?
third
Somebody-
rocket guy
somebody
who
stabbed
stabbed
her.
her.
Which means that somebody has a
Or
stabby
he can
Pokemon, or
wield
somebody
the
has a knife.
And so as soon as you think about that, Andy, make me a reflex save.
Nat 18.
Ooh.
So you hear this you just hear a click, and you turn around real quickly, and it's the dude you nut punched, and he has a switchblade in his hand, and that's what the click was, the knife flinging open.
All right, I'm gonna shovel him.
No, when he runs
And he pokes
since
at you. No. And he pokes at you with it, trying to stab you, and you jump back. And
I
then
want to jump forwards and then kick him in the nuts again.
You jump
No.
forward and impale yourself, doing more damage
So-
than it normally would.
so this is actually what happens. You jump back as he pokes at you, but he's like, "Oh, fine, well, I'll just chase you then." And so he jumps at you a second time going to poke at you, but Deku just steps in the way and gets stabbed.
Okay, all right.
All right, hang on. But then you kind of just glance over at Deku's chest that would appear to be stabbed, but the knife is just bent by his abs.
Man, I'm burlier than I thought I was.
The knife just crinkled up. You know how if you take a paper clip and you just pinch it really hard and it just crinkles up real bad?
Yeah.
Or in the cartoons where they have
Yeah.
a sword and they poke something really hard and it just shrivels up kinda. It's like that. And you're just holding your shovel and you're just I think you made a mistake.
Man, I think I'm gonna be like the Fae of this one, just the absolutely broken carry.
Yes, the broken carry tank.
I'm gonna get a
Yes.
baseball bat, and with that baseball bat, I'm gonna start hitting some balls.
What's
No.
with you and hitting nut
That-
sacks,
that
dude? You
is-
gay?
And so
Nothing
he
wrong with that, but
roll intimidation. Roll intimidation. Browbeat.
okay, I'm gonna try that one again. It fell off the table.
All right, go ahead.
That is a 15 plus my what's my modifier?
It's 2. Your modifier is 2. I remember.
Oh, that's a 17.
17. So he's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he just hands you the knife.
All right,
And he curls up in a ball next to his other guy.
I'm gonna take that knife. I'm gonna put it in my inventory. It's gonna be broken as hell, but I'm gonna fix it eventually, probably.
Well, why do you need a switchblade?
Why not?
You have a trench shovel, homie.
I could
Evan.
sell it.
I'm over here with nothing.
Dude, it's broken. You can't have it anyway. And so, after that,
Okay.
you guys turn around, and the wife is awake and perfectly fine for plot reasons.
Ah,
Full heal.
the miracles of modern medicine.
Yeah,
And plot
and-
shield.
He used a full heal, guys.
No, he used a plot heal.
Yeah, I
boom.
could use a
And she's
sack
just
of
Full
those.
heal would make
Thank you so much for saving me.
I immediately
Oh,
regret
this
this
lady.
decision.
And she just walks outside, walks back upstairs, and goes back to the living room
Falls
area.
through
I
the
tap
floor
on
again.
Deku's shoulder and say, "Mind caving in her head?"
She
Not up to
doesn't
me,
sound
man.
exactly like that,
Like,
homie. That's just
say
my
it so-
impression of her.
Say it so Professor Elm can't hear me.
It's not up
Alright,
to me,
so-
man. That's up to you.
You're the one with a shovel.
You're not using my shovel to cave some lady's head in, man.
Well,
So
I
as you're
wouldn't, you
talking
would.
about this, Elm is just like prattling on about how thankful he is.
He's talking.
He's like thanking you, and you're talking about murdering his wife.
I'm not. He is.
I didn't say you were.
Good point. It was a Rathew Fondlemore III.
Oh my, what a
Wait, I have
Oh my-
children.
that's an intimidating name. No. If you're the third, that means you are the child, homie.
But-
Me? No, him.
I don't have a dad.
Dude,
I
you're Rathew
am your
Fondlemore
dad.
the third.
You're just the
You
third
do,
Rathew
how?
Fondlemore to exist.
What do you mean
Alright, so
how?
what's happening?
So he's like thanking you. He's like, here, take these as a sign of my thanks. He hands you Pokedexes and Pokeballs.
Cool. You gave me your balls.
In your inventory, put Pokedex and 5 Pokeballs apiece. And he's like, and take these as well. And he gives you 2 potions apiece.
Alright, hold on.
Potions heal 10 damage rate.
20.
Dude.
Hot dog.
There is actually somebody in America. There's one or fewer people in the U.S. named Rathew Fondlemore.
No!
Yes!
No! No! Rathew!
Rathew
That's your new name.
Fondlemore! Rathew
It has-
Fondlemore, if
that's
you're
your
watching this, we
spoken.
love you.
That's your new name, Rathew.
I've been calling him Rathew
Yep.
Fondlemore forever, dude. Yes, there's
I
actually.
know, but to
there's-
me,
Yes.
Wait, so how long have we been playing this?
About an hour.
about an hour.
Dang, that went by.
Yeah, so I think this is actually a pretty good place to end our first session.
All right, so
know,
hold on. So we
You
got
beat some dudes up.
what do we get again? We got 2
You got
potions.
a
We got
Pokedex,
Pokedex,
5 Pokeballs,
5
and
Pokeballs
2
and
potions.
Uh,
Wow, I didn't know I had an Echo.
and 5
Wow,
Pokeballs.
didn't know I had an echo. Echo.
I will stab you.
Please do.
Okay, so we got the shovel, 2 potions, the dex, and 5 Pokeballs.
Yep.
All right.
So, one of these potions can heal Nappa 2 times.
Hey.
So
No,
that's it.
because once you use it once, it goes out of commission.
Can I use half of one?
No.
I'm going to drink
Darn.
them both right now in front of everyone.
Are you actually
No, I'm
doing
not
that?
going to do that.
Poison yourself?
I was gonna make him roll to see if he got poisoned.
Sorry, Fennekin. Your health is my alcohol.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, so I guess that's a good way to end it, for a first session.
I'll see you next time.
Okay, so that was pretty good.
When you want to do this again?
I was thinking weekly because I need something to upload, and I
Yeah.
stopped playing Fallout
Yo.
because I'm a moron.
Monday. We don't have anything to do Monday.
That's
You
true.
want to go over to someone's house?
Yes.
You could do this
I
live,
can ask.
or not live like actual live streams, but like an actual live
In
version.
person.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like you guys would need to print your stuff out because all my stuff is on my computer and I don't have a printer.
Yeah,
at
I
work.
know. I need to get my printer fixed so I can print all this stuff out because these sheets are a lot easier to use just in paper.
Yeah. So I guess we'll do a double whammy. One right now because I'm about to upload this, and then
Hey.
yeah. What should I call it? What should its name be? I'll let you guys decide.
Rathew Fondlemore.
No, just
Rathew-
introducing the
Introduction.
No, just introducing the party.
Introducing the party. Okay.
Introducing the party and massive muscles.
Yes, yes. All right. Muscles and the Kid introduction to the game. Muscles and the Kid.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'll call it Muscles and the Kid.
Okay, hang on. Introduction to the party, hyphen, muscles and the Nutpuncher.
Yes. Okay.
The Nutcracker.
No, Nutpuncher. Nutcracker's overplayed.
Yeah. All right. That's great. So, yeah. Also, I got 50 subs just recently, right?
Oh, that's
So,
fine.
like, I kind of want to do a Q&A, but I'm fairly certain only about, like, this only get, like, 3 comments. And most of them would be from the people who are
Dude,
actually in it.
Dude, ask on Google Plus.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now, actually.
Get people to ask you questions on Google Plus.
I'm going to do that on the video. Watch this. I'm so intuitive. Right now, I'm on Google Plus. I'm posting it right now. I
Hey, I'm gonna
just
tell people
got
on my Instagram to
50
follow you and watch the video.
subs, and I want to do a Q&A. Ask
Deku.
away. There, boom.
Q&A, ask
Right
away.
there on the video. I would stream this, but my internet connection is ass. I feel like that would be better if we were streaming it though, but you know, again, I literally cannot at the moment.
Andy, did you watch the teaser? Andy, did you watch the teaser for the
It's Kirby.
We're not recording anymore.
Yes, we
yeah.
are. I
What?
never stopped.
What?
I apologize.
Hello?
I
don't really care.
apologize.
It's whatever.
Ah.
I'm not in it.
No, it's Rathew. Boom.
Rathew, I can't edit this. I was
That's
gonna,
fine,
I was
I
gonna
don't
throw it
care.
up as is.
Did you watch the
Okay.
teaser? Go
It's-
watch the
Yes, I
teaser.
did.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's-
stop recording
It's
now.
hilarious. All right.
I'm
Yeah.
upset that
Farewell.
I'm not in.
Hang on. We have to have an outro.
Yeah. What should we make?
All right,
the
hang on.
outro?
Everybody shut up. I got this. Join us next time as we'll find out if our party will, stop punching nuts and get even stronger and maybe meet some new compatriots. Find us next time on Pokemon Tabletop.
All right. I'm gonna
catch
get a
'em
better one.
all.
Will the Nutpuncher ever stop punching nuts? Will we ever meet a new friend? Will Muscles get even stronger than Goku? Check out next time. Same
stronger
bat
than Goku.
time, same
Will
bat
Muscles
channel.
get muscles on his muscles?
You better believe I'm gonna get muscles on my muscles on my muscles on my muscles.
All right, we out.
Will the
Yeah.
Nutpuncher